Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayshawn, and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. You already know your girl is back with another story time. Based on the title, you know exactly what I'm about to talk about. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Kayshawn with 3 E's. Y'all already know the drill. It is the month of love and Black History Month, okay? So happy Black History Month to all my you know what I'm saying? But without further ado, we about to hop right into the video. Let's go. All right, y'all. So, boom! Y'all know exactly how I like to start my story times off. Here go the Valentine's Day nails. Let's get the nailies out the way. These are the nails. You know what I'm saying? Cute, okay? And since it's Black History Month, y'all know at the end of the video, I'm bringing back the shout outs for historical Black people. Okay, I'll do a little shout out for them at the end. And because it's the month of love and Black history, it's only right we do a cocktails with K. Okay, look how it's looking. Look at this cute little cup. I got this from the Dollar Tree. Okay, and it's cute. Got little hearts and stuff on it. Y'all already know. Go to my TikTok if you want to see how I made this drink. Now, we're going to see if I'm going to finish this drink because this is a little bucket. So, we're going to see. Okay, let's go ahead and get our first little sip on, okay? But y'all be asking me to talk about college more, so this is going to be a college story time, okay? So, boom, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm in college. It don't matter what year, because you know I don't like to give y'all a real timeline, right? I'm in college, and some people do take people serious in college, and then you have others like me who just got out of a 4-year relationship, 4 or 5, give or take. You know, when I went to college. So I told y'all before in like other story times, because I just got out of a long relationship when I went to college, I wasn't really studying anybody. Like I wasn't thinking I wasn't gonna take nobody serious. Like, okay, I just got my heart broken, okay? So I'm here to just focus on my studies, have a little fun, and keep it moving, right? And it always seemed like, you know, when you're dating, you're single, and you're kind of like looking a little bit or you're interested, it's like you can't never find nobody. The minute you don't want to look or the minute you're not really interested in nobody, it's like they're flocking. Like I wasn't looking for nobody. Like when I tell you my radar was off, like I just had blinders on. I was feeling like a horse, okay, in a race with blinders on, cuz it's like I don't see nobody. And that's what's wrong with my ex. He should have really understood that I wasn't looking at nobody, but his little jealous ass. Let me just stop, because you know what, we can go get into him just in case he watching. Anyways, you know, my ex, you know, when I went to college, you know, he just thought I was gonna be in every boy dorm room or something. Like I don't know what he thought. It's like throughout our relationship, have I ever gave you a reason to think that I would cheat? Like I've never cheated a day in my life, right, y'all? So I was so confused that when I get to college, you know, all your insecurities, you want to act like, oh, you're gonna cheat. What's this boy voice I hear in the background? All this other little stuff that used to irritate me, and I used to tell him like, you're going to hear people voice, you're going to hear boys or guys' voices in the background because I'm in college. Like I'm not in no all girls school. Like our freaking dorm hall was co-ed. So you're going to hear guys. And I'm grown as hell. It's no way that I'm about to go to college and only have women friends. No, right? So it's like with the stress of dealing with him, and then like us breaking up, and then me being far, this is my first time ever like being away from home and my family. It was a lot going on. So like boys was literally the last thing that I was thinking about for real. Like I'm not interested, right? So it's like as soon as you're not interested, everybody coming to you, they want to talk to you, they asking your friends about you and stuff, and I'm just like, tell them I'm not interested, like I'm straight, right? It's so crazy because around this time, y'all know one of my first videos about how I allegedly broke into somebody's window, because I didn't do that. I'm still not gonna take that. I didn't do that. The window broke on itself. I didn't break it, right? But you know that boy that I was talking to, this was around the time that he asked my friend about me. But like I said, I was so not trying to talk to nobody right now that like I was telling my friend like, tell him I ain't trying to talk to him. But then it's funny because then I ended up talking to him, and yeah, all that other shit started happening and all that. But anyways, let's stay on track, right? So this one boy, right? Let's go ahead and get into some names. Let me think of something. Let's do Family Matters. Let's do Steve. Okay, we're gonna do Steve, right? This one boy, Steve, right? He, so his homeboy was talking to one of my homegirls, right? Okay, you know what? I am gonna give a little bit of a timeline because it's kind of hard not to a little bit. So I'm gonna give y'all a little timeline, just a little bit for the beginning. This was my freshman year that I'm talking about, right? So the one boy was talking to my homegirl. So he had told his homeboy like, "Hey, tell your girl, not like girlfriend, but like who he was talking to like tell Kay like I'm trying to holler at her or whatever." So my homegirl coming to me and like, "Yeah, this boy named Steve. He said you look good, you look cute, all this, like he want to talk to you." So I'm telling my homegirl like, "Yeah, girl, I ain't even really feeling it. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm straight." And she was all like, "You haven't even seen a picture of him. You don't even know what he looked like. Like, girl, like, at least look at him." So I'm like, that's the thing. Like, I'm so, like, not even on that, like, even if he was my husband, Morris Chestnut, I still don't even want to give it the time of day right now because I'm so tuned out. Like, I'm heartbroken right now. Like, girl, don't you see it? But no, she probably couldn't tell because I was giving very much like this a little bit. So she probably like, "Girl, you look fine to me." Yeah, because never let nobody see you sweat. So now I'm playing. But yeah, so she like, "Look at a picture." So I'm like, "Okay, show me the picture of Steve." So she showed me a picture of Steve. So I'm like, "Okay, Steve not bad looking, right? Like, he not bad looking. He look cute. He look good. He is my type." So I look at the picture and I'm like, "Okay, he do look cute." So she all hyped. She like, "Okay, so you want to talk to him?" I'm like, "See, no, 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 no. Stop. Let me straight facts. I told you, give me a moment."
Stop the track. Let me state facts. I told you, give me a minute and I'll be right back.
And I'll be right back. So nah. But I'm like, "No, I don't want to talk to him." I'm like, I'm not really giving that. Like, I'm not in the mood. So, my homegirl being a homegirl, like, yeah, the best way to get over a heartbreak. Like, this is my thing. I wasn't really heartbroken how like y'all be heartbroken and y'all be like crying and like y'all can't eat for days. I never understood that. I never understood being so heartbroken that you can't eat. Y'all crazy, okay? That's diabolical to me. But I was just giving like I did just go through a breakup, but like I was already checked out a little bit of the relationship, so it wasn't like as hard on me. But it's like at the end of the day, I was still with this man for like 4 years, so it's kind of like I felt some type of way. But I was already, when somebody already annoy you, and he was already annoying me because it's just like you want me to stay. Like I didn't mind. Granted, and it's probably gonna be a little bit inventive too, because when you get to talking about exes, sometimes you just gotta say shit, get shit off your chest. So if you don't like that type of story time, go that way. But no, I was already irritated, right? Because when I first got to college, he was hounding me. Like, granted, I understand, like, you got to get used to me being gone, but, like, we had the conversation about me going to school, and baby boy knew I was never gonna not go to school. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you should have trusted me. He wanted to be, and it's a difference between like you on the phone with your boyfriend, you might stay on the phone with him for hours and stuff. But when you grown, and even though I was only like 19 and stuff, when you grown and you gotta go to class and you working and stuff, I can't sit on the phone with you from the time I wake up to the time I literally go to bed. Like he wanted me to stay on the phone like through classes, through like everything, and it's just like sometimes I would do it, but then sometimes I try to do extracurricular or join certain stuff, and he want me to have my headphones. And y'all have to remember, this is back when we didn't have the AirPods. We still had the string headphones. And I remember because I used to always get my headphones caught on the door and they would yank out, and I used to be so mad. Like, I'm already going through a lot.
I'm already going through a lot of shit right now. Leave me the fuck alone.
Right.
Real shit.
It's true.
Fuck, gonna snatch what? What?
That was.
Anyways, but let's have a cocktail break already, because you know what? I feel it. I feel it, y'all. I just feel it. This and everything I'm saying gonna make sense. Y'all know I don't give no extra details unless it adds up in the end. You get what I'm saying? So he used to want me to stay on the phone with him like the whole time, and I used to tell him like, "Listen, you gonna have to just trust me. Like I ain't never been no cheater. You ain't never have to worry about me and nobody else. Like when I get to school, I best believe like boy, I love you. Like I'm gonna talk to you when I can." And I used to always talk to him, but like I said, I can't just stay on the phone the whole time. Like, and then when we on the phone, anytime he hear another guy or me speaking to somebody, he asking, "Who is that? Who is that?" And I'm tired of being like, "Oh, that's James. That's Mike. Well, who is Mike?" Well, Mike is some guy. And when you go to college, especially like a good one, I guess, like you do become friends with everybody. Like, like you will see people that's on your floor, your neighbor you become friends with. Like, and y'all can see my type of personality. It was not hard for me to make friends. So I would be like, "Oh, that was Mike." He'd be like, "Who Mike?" I'd be like, "Oh, Mike, he on my floor. Like I met him and stuff like that." And he'd be like, "You don't even know Mike like that." And it's like, well, I know I just started school a couple months ago. Like, I don't know him like that, but we friends. And he like, how you send somebody your friend and you don't even know him like that? I'm like, babe, look, I'm in college. I'm making friends. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, you trying to do too much. You get what I'm saying? So it just was always that. So like, I was already checking out the relationship because it's just like, you're hounding me. You're on my ass about stuff. You're mad because I'm making friends. Like, I'm here to network, get connections.
Education connection, match me with the right college for free.
All types of stuff. And you trying to stop my flow. Like, you trying to, what are you doing? Like, baby, don't be mad because I left you back in Detroit. Okay, that was your own choice. You could have came to school with me. Like, I don't know. But anyways, so, he was giving very much that. So I had already started checking out the relationship because I stopped answering his phone calls a lot and stuff because it's just like, you're bothering me. I'm trying to get my education and you're hounding me about some shit that, like, it's just nothing, right? So, because I started, like, not answering his phone calls as much, it's like literally we would go to sleep together. I would spend hours on the phone with him, but it wasn't the full 24 hours out the day like it was before. So he started accusing me of cheating or whatever. And then it's just like, okay, you know what? We can't do this, baby. Like, okay, I'm trying to develop into the woman that I'm going to be. I'm trying to have growth. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to do all this. And you trying to stop my shine. I can't do it, right? So we ended up breaking up. So like I said, I was already checked out. So I wasn't necessarily heartbroken, but I wasn't looking no man way, right? Okay, cool. So let's bring Steve back in. So Steve come back in. I'm like, okay, he cute or whatever, but I ain't really feeling it. Like, I'm straight. So my homegirl's like, okay, well, cool. We'll just come out. Like, they throwing a party this weekend. So, like, just come out and, you ain't got to talk to him if you don't want to. But, it is a party going on. So, we in college. We ain't missing no parties. Like, come on now. So, I'm like, all right, bet. I'll go to the party. Weekend come. We go to the party, whatever. The party is lit. Like, all the parties really be lit because it's like they're in apartments. So, they always look super packed. Well, not all of them. Some of them do be other places. But whatever. It was at, like, the little apartments. So, we go. It's lit in there. Everybody having fun. Like, it's a good little time. We buzzed and stuff. Well, I said I was 19, so we drinking apple juice. Y'all know, okay? We just at the parties drinking apple juice. Nothing else but apple juice, right? So we over there chilling, we kicking it, and I see the boy that my home girl talks to. He come over, and then of course I see Steve behind him because I recognize him from like his social media from the pictures she showed me. So he come over there, so I'm just looking like, okay, like whatever. Mind you, I'm sitting like on their kitchen counter, like they little island, because it was so packed that it's just like I be needing to see what's going on. So I'm sitting up there, so I'm not noticing nothing for real yet, right? I see them walking over. It's slightly dark. It's like a little hallway light on, so it's like it ain't super bright in here, but it ain't pitch black. But it's like you can see, but not really, but barely, but
blind, I can see barely, but
they come over, whatever. Like I said, he was looking good. He was looking nice or whatever. He come over. So, she was about to introduce us or whatever. She was about to say, like, Steve, this K. And he was like, oh, no, I don't need you to introduce me. Like, I know exactly who she is. Like, this gonna be my wife. And I'm like, oh, y'all, I literally do not like, guys, stop that. Like, I do, especially when you just saying it just to say. I hate when guys see you and be like, you could be my baby mama. You could be my wife. You could be the this. You could be the, like, you can be left in the past, baby. Like, please do not come spitting that type of game at me, right? So he said that. So, I'm just like, like, I'm buzzing. So I'm just smiling like, oh, because he ain't bad looking or whatever. He come over, he like, no, you think I'm playing. I'm serious. Like, look at your phone. Remember this date and time, because this is the time that I told you that you was going to be my wife. And when we look back on this in a couple years, we're going to be able to laugh at it. So, I'm just like, boy, bye, like, whatever. So he like, no, you look real nice today. Like, thanks for coming out to my party. So, I'm like, yeah, it's all good. Like, it's college, it's cool. So he like, I ain't trying to be too forward, but like, I just gotta hug you. Like, I really like you. I've been asking for you. So can I get a hug? So, I'm like, okay, y'all. So, I'm just like, cool, I'll give you a hug. Tell me why. I jumped down from the counter. I'm about to hug him. Now, mind you, we always got to demonstrate around here. If this is me standing up, like this my height, when I jumped down, he was right here. He was right here to me, guys, like underneath my chin. So I jumped down, mind you. I knew he was looking a little short, but I'm thinking because I'm sitting up high, maybe that's why when I jumped down and he was right here and we hugged and it was like he was like this to me. Like when we hugged and I still was able to see the rest of the party because I'm just looking straight at it. No, ma'am. No, sir. I'm standing here at 5'5.5", almost 5'6". I like to think I'm 5'6", but everybody be telling me I'm 5'5", but whatever. And you think you gonna come underneath my chin. Oh, that don't sound right. Pause. Anybody coming on this chin? Well, no. Cocktail break, y'all. Hold up. And I got a lot of ice in here, so by the time the ice melt, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish all this, y'all, but we're gonna see. So I'm like, and it's funny, y'all. Remember, I have another story time about dating a short guy, right, y'all? Wait till y'all hear that story time. So when y'all hear that, don't think I'm talking about the same guy, because I got one more story time to tell about a short guy. You know, I'm hugging and I'm looking around like, I'm looking at my homegirl like, bitch, you knew. You fucking knew. You knew he was shorty make short. Why would you ever think my tall self? And I'm kind of average height, but I feel like I got a long torso and my legs is long, so I feel like I look long. But you knew. Why? Why? Why, Craig?
Craig, let him do it.
Why, Craig?
But I'm like, I'm looking at old girl, I'm hugging him now. He do look good, he do smell good. So I'm thinking like, yeah. I'm thinking like, if I had any inkling of ready to mingle, you just reeled me back in. Because it's just like, why are you short? Well, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, all my short people, I know y'all can't help it, right? You get what I'm saying? Like, I know y'all can't help it. It's not y'all fault. It's just like me being small. Like, I can't help that I'm small. But it's like, why are you barking up this tree? And I do mean tree. Like, you're a little chihuahua trying to bark up this tall tree, and I'm trying to figure out why. Now, I do understand that I'm batty. Okay, I understand you like what you like. But it's just like, I mean, shoot your shot, though. You know, you might not be tall enough to make the, I mean, you know what? Anywho, so I'm just looking, you know, we finished hugging and I stepped back. And before I can even say anything, he like, and don't you say nothing about my height. Like, I make up for my height in other areas. So when he said that, I automatically kind of felt bad because I feel like for him to even mention his height, that means he always gets said something to about his height. Was that the right sentence? He always gets said something to. So I told y'all, I think I don't know. Okay, I don't that sound right, but in case it ain't right, let's rephrase it. I feel like because he said something about his height, that means it's always getting brought up. Okay, let's just dumb it down. Okay, I feel like his height is always getting brought up, so I actually did kind of feel bad because I didn't want it to be like another one of those people like if girls always mention his height for him to say something. I didn't want to be like, yeah, your height is, you know, whatever. Like, I kind of felt a little bad, so I was just like, I wasn't even gonna say nothing about your height. Like, what are you talking about? He like, oh, okay, well, you would have been the first. Like, I'm really a good dude, and I feel like girls don't give me a chance because I'm short. Oh, why you go? Why? Now, why you gonna make me feel bad? Like, y'all know I am a Cancer. We are emotional. We are sensitive. Well, let me not say that because, okay. But I feel bad, y'all. Not gonna lie. Because I'm like, you are cute. Like, imagine being, like, really cute or, like, having all your shit together. But you got one flaw that, like, make people not want to talk to you. And it's a flaw that you can't help. Like, well, it won't even be a flaw. It's what you think is a flaw. Because being short is not a flaw. You get what I'm saying? But I know everybody do have their own insecurities. And even though you don't think it's an insecurity, if they might feel like it. So, but I kind of felt him. Because at that time, you know, I was really small. I'm still small. But imagine me being even more small. I was looking like a little sucker, a big head with a little stick body, right? So, I'm like, I feel you. Well, it's like, I understood what he was saying, but honestly, I never had a guy say, like, I didn't want to talk to you because you were skinny, because it's just like, what the fuck? Then why did you approach me? Because I'm never approaching you. So, but anyways, I was just like, no, I wasn't even about to say nothing about your height. Like, what are you talking about? But see, this is why you kind of don't lie, because I kind of put my foot in my mouth, because once I said that, he like, okay, well, like, since you don't mind my height, like, why can't I have your number?
Okay. You got me there.
Well, the about that, I'm like, well, because help me out, friend. Oh, because I just got out of a relationship. That's why you can't have my number. Which honestly, y'all, was true. Like, that was like 75% true. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, I just got a relationship, so it's like, yeah. And he like, okay, like, we're gonna take it slow. Like, we could just be friends. Like, I could just let you know whenever we throwing parties. Like, it don't gotta be nothing serious. And I'm like, well, I would just give everybody my number. And he like, well, that's the thing. Like, I'm not everybody. I'm Steve. Okay, just it's 555 God damn, just take the number, okay? So I'm like, okay, so I give him my number because I'm like, okay, let me not act like, I don't want to be this shallow person about your height, because to be honest, if I'm being really real, if he was taller than me, I probably would have been more willing to just give him my number up front, because it's just like, that's my preference, y'all. I'm not trying to shame anybody, okay? You might prefer thick women. I prefer tall men. Like, please don't shoot me, okay? I'm sorry, okay? I just want to look up at you, and then I'm tall, and then what if I wear heels? It's like, then you gonna be at my boob. It's like, what are we doing? Like, I might as well go ahead and breastfeed you at that point. Like, what are we doing here, right? So anyways, cool. So we did exchange numbers. So it's like, we partying and stuff, and we taking shots. I'm having a good time. Like, literally, he was a good time. Like, we was having fun, and I'm not gonna lie, I probably drunk a little bit more than I need to, because like I said, I'm getting over a heartbreak, guys. Like, I am. But, so I'm drinking, I'm turning up, and I'm not gonna lie. Everybody know. Staple song. I don't even have to say what the song is. Y'all can leave it in the comments below. It's a staple song that it never, ever gets old. And when you hear this song, you gotta shake the JCs. You gotta back the JCs up. Y'all know what song I'm talking about. Leave it in the comments what song, okay? That song comes on. I'm drunk. I'm dealing with a heartbreak. I'm lit. I'm having fun. I'm in college. I'm with my homegirl. I look cute. I'm feeling good. And it's a classic. The JCs have to be shook right now, right? So I started dancing. And of course, by nature, he get behind me. But the thing is, should I do an example of this? I don't know. I ain't really got no clothes on at the bottom. Okay. Let me see how I look first. Okay, I'm gonna do this example. Now y'all know I only get dressed from the waist up, right? So I got my gown on. I got my gown on. Don't mind it. Y'all better not mind it. Okay, y'all. So picture me rolling. It's like, picture this is him, right? I just be doing shit, y'all. Okay, picture this is him, right? This is his body. The top right here, this is his head. Cut a K. No, y'all. We ain't doing that. We can't. We're gonna cut all of that, okay? That looked crazy. That demonstration I just tried to do, it looked a little too rated R. It wasn't giving Disney Channel, okay? Let's have a cocktail break. I just be doing shit, y'all. Okay. Let's just demonstrate like this, right? This is body. Here go his head, his little body, his little private area. This the JCs going in a circle. The JCs is up here. Why do I feel chesticles on the JCs? Why is my JCs on his chest? I'm bent over. That's all I feel. Baby, the JCs and it don't even line up. Why is it not lining up? So, I'm already like, you know what? Besides me needing a smoke and a beer, this ain't gonna work. Normally you would feel a little pants, maybe a little belt buckle when you dancing. I turn around and it's like he's literally like underneath my butt, like his chest is there. So I just had to stop, y'all. I said, you know what? This is what I'm talking about. This why it won't work.
That's two things in this house that won't work.
Imagine me trying to dance on you, and I'm so much taller than you that the JCs is sitting on your chest. It's not gonna work. The party happens, and basically it gets shut down because, like I said, we're in an apartment, so people was calling the police. The police come and shut the party down. So it's like they trying to get us to stay because they live here, right? Like, this is roommate. They live in this apartment, so they kicking everybody out, but they like, we want y'all to stay. So I'm just like, why? Why we got, mind you, he got two other roommates too, so it's like it was a couple other people that were staying behind as well. So I'm like, okay, like whatever, we could stay behind. So we stay behind with them. So we just talking to them, and everything is cool. They tidying up, and they like, yeah, that party was fun. Like, we gonna throw another one. Like, fuck the police, we don't care, blah blah blah. So I'm just talking like, yeah, that's cool. So we finished having that conversation. So it was time for us to go. So they said they was gonna walk us to our car. We get what's our car, whatever. We go back and, you know, we go to our dorms and stuff, whatever. Okay, of course. Now the days is going on. Steve is starting to hit me up. He's starting to text me, all of that. Now, mind you, Steve, I thought you said you were just going to text me about the parties. Why is you saying good morning, love, and how's your day? Have a good day. What are you eating for lunch? Like, can we eat lunch together? I thought you was just going to talk about the parties, right? But I will say he got good conversation. So, you know, I'm texting him and stuff like that. Like, we having texts, but, you know, it's throughout the day, and it's like I got work, I got class, so, like, he might text me good morning, but by the time I get to it, it's like I'm kind of texting good afternoon. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's spread out because I'm doing shit, right? So, cool. So, one day, like, maybe this was probably like a week or so later. I don't really know the timeline for real. He ended up calling me for the first time. So, mind y'all, I never saved his number. So, when he called and I'm looking at it, I'm like, who the fuck is this? Like, and I'm like, wait, who is this? So, I answered it or whatever, and I'm like, hello? And he like, yeah. I'm like, wait, who is this? He like, oh, so you didn't save my number. It's Steve. And I'm like, oh, Steve, like, my bad. Like, I forgot to save your number or whatever. Like, but what's up? So he trying to talk to me and stuff. Like, we just, like, you know, mind you, I'm at work. But y'all know I used to work at the computer. Well, if y'all don't know, I told Storytimes, but I used to work at the computer lab. So it's like I could be on my phone, but you know. So I'm at work or whatever. So I'm telling him, like, yeah, I'm just at work. Like, what's up? Because I'm thinking he calling, like, just, like, for something. So I'm like, what's up? He like, oh, no, I just want to call and talk, like, whatever. And I'm like, Steve, I said, remember I told you. Because now I'm feeling like you kind of, like, I know you like me, and I'm not really trying to lead you on. Because even though you are short, like, I am still dealing with stuff, like, and then y'all already know, for the most part, when y'all first, like, break up with somebody, especially when it's been, like, years, it's not like, it's not like cold turkey. It ain't like, oh, he wasn't blowing my phone up every day trying to get back with your girl. It wasn't like I wasn't answering every blue moon, or I was dealing with it. And then, see, that's why I got to get into my ex story times. I don't know if I ever tell, because I don't even really want to talk about him on my channel. Like, I'm not going to lie. But at that time, you know, he had like a baby mama. And it's like I'm dealing with him calling. Me and the baby mama had issues. So the baby mama used to love playing on my phone, to the point that, like, I used to answer her like, what's up, girl? Hey, what you doing? Because, like, bitch, you used to play on my phone every day. But we gonna possibly get into those story times. I don't know. Because I don't want to talk about that nigga. But anyways, so it's like I'm dealing with a lot. I'm still dealing with shenanigans from him and his baby mama, and him calling, her calling, like, the mama calling. Listen, it's just a lot, right? So, you know, I was still telling him, like, I just want to make sure you know, like, I'm not ready for nothing. Like, you know, I'm not on that. And I wanted him to, like, try to talk to somebody else, because I'm like, it's college. It's so many girls. It's so much going on. Like, please don't, like, you know, like, please don't just, like, lean on me to be that person. Because as much as he was texting me and stuff, it's like, you can't have this whole long roster, because you be, like, blowing up. Like, I'm not gonna say he blew up my line, but he do definitely text me every day and all day, like, you know. But I just wanted to reassure him, like, yeah, I'm not on that, you know. So I don't want to give you the wrong idea. I just want to make sure you're clear that, like, I'm not on that type of time. So he like, no, like, I know, like, but at the end of the day, I like you, so, like, it is what it is. He like, I can't help it. And I'm like, okay, but, like, I don't want you to try to get your hopes up, and then I'm not giving you what you want, because you might try to pursue like a datingship. Like, I don't think he wanted to be in a relationship with me, but I think he wanted to date me, like, talk to me, go out with me and stuff like that. But I wasn't with that. So I was just telling him, like, I'm not on that. So, you know, if I ever don't hit you back, like, you know, it's nothing against you. It's just me right now. Cocktail break. Y'all, these are Sour Patch Kids in the shape of a heart. So anyways, I told him, like, I'm gonna have to call you back when I get off work. So he's like, okay, make sure you really call me back, though. And I'm just like, oh, you giving one of those, because you know how you say you're gonna call somebody back, but you really not, because it's just like, I'm about to get off, like, it's just how you get off the phone. Like, you don't get off the phone and just be like, bye. You be like, all right, I'm gonna call you back. I wasn't really trying to call him back, but I had to go. So, you know, I get off of work, and honestly, I really did forget about him. Like, when I get off of work, I put my headphones in, my music going, and then I make my way home, okay? Like, I'm not really thinking of nothing for real, right? Mind you, I never told him when I got off of work, so he probably really was expecting for me to call him back. I don't know. So it's like I'm in my dorm for a couple hours or whatever, and, you know, he come calling. So I answer again, y'all. Mind you, I'm not even thinking, like, okay, this is Steve again, because, again, his number not saved. So I answer, so I'm like, hello? So he like, yeah, why you ain't call me back? So I'm like, I didn't even realize. Here I am in my bed doing my homework and stuff, not even paying attention, just answering phone calls. I'm like, oh, Steve, like, my bad, I got off for work and I got to study, so I'm just in my dorm. He like, oh, okay, I was just trying to see, since you know you done with work, like, I was trying to see if you was hungry. So, I'm telling him, like, oh, no, I'm good, thank you. I already went to the dining hall to get food, like, thank you. And he like, oh, okay, like, what you doing tomorrow? Well, this is college, so I'm doing the same thing, Steve. Like, I'm going to go to work. I'm going to go to class. I'm going to study. Like, I'm going to do the same thing. So he like, oh, okay, like, I'm just trying to see, like, if you would make a little time for me. I'm like, Steve, what did we go over? You asked me to make time for you, but remember I had said that I'm not on that type of time. So, like, I don't want to make time because I'm not on that type of time. And he like, no, for real. Like, I think you should just let me take you out to eat one time, and if you're not feeling me, then cool, but I feel like you haven't even gave me a chance. And I'm like, Steve, I haven't gave you a chance because I don't want to give anybody a chance. It's not just you. Like, I'm going through a heartbreak, y'all. Like, they not understanding. So I was telling him, like, it's not about giving you a chance. It's like, I'm just not on that, and I need you to kind of like respect that I'm not on that, right? So he like, I get it, but I'm just saying, like, come out to eat with me or whatever. So I'm just like, I have to study, I gotta go, bye. I get off the phone. So it's like, okay, he texts me, but I ain't text him back because it's just like, now I feel like you're doing a little bit too much, right? Because it's like, I keep trying to set certain boundaries, and here you are trying to overstep them because you feel like you like me. When, again, I have to reiterate, we're in college. It's so many other people here. Like, why are you trying to be bothered with me? Like, I don't understand why I'm so special. Well, I know why, but I don't understand. So a couple days go by, whatever. Mind you, my homegirl still talking to his homeboy. And this is I had to check my homegirl about this too, because girl, you was doing too much. But okay, my homegirl coming to my dorm room one day and she like, oh, like, I'm gonna go to dinner with such and such, like, you should double date with us and go with Steve. I'm looking at my homegirl like, girl, you supposed to be on my side. Like, I'm not looking to date right now. But in her defense, I felt like she was thinking like she wanted me to just get out and go have a good time. That way I can get over my heartbreak. But it's just like, I'm not interested in him though. So it's like, it's not really gonna work. She kept saying like, girl, I just want you to come out and have a good time. She like, I don't care if you really talk to Steve or not. Like, they're gonna take us to dinner. It's a free meal. We're gonna have a good conversation. Like, I just don't want you to be in the dorm. Because at one point, like, I kind of was like in the dorm a little bit. Like, I wasn't just super depressed, but like, kind of hard to explain. Like, so I think she just really wanted to get me out of my dorm. But it's like she kind of went about it the wrong way a little bit, because just like, if I keep telling you I don't want to mess with this man, like, don't keep trying to pressure me to go. But I went anyways, y'all. I just was like, okay, homegirl, like, whatever. I will go with y'all. But I have to still make it clear to Steve that it's not giving none of that. But we can go get something to eat. Cocktail break. So anyways, here they come walking in. So I'm just like, oh my God. So they come over to the table. They sit with us. So I'm just like, hey, Steve. He's like, I've been texting you. Why you ain't been hitting me back? I'm like, I don't know if you want me to repeat the same thing that I said to you over and over, but I'm just saying. So he's like, no, like, I just be trying to check in on you, make sure you straight. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm straight. I'm as straight as I'll be, like, but what's up? So, he's telling me, like, no, just come with us to get some food. Like, we just gonna grab a bite to eat, and then we can always come back to study. Like, you gotta eat. So I'm just like, I understand that, but, like, and then it's like, sometimes your body will be your biggest op, okay? Because, like, I'm trying to convince this man and tell this man, like, no, I'm not really hungry. I'm straight. Why my belly want to get to growling? Want to make all type of noise. Sounding like the Grudge. Like, stomach. Didn't I just say you wasn't hungry? Just making all types of noises and stuff. He like, I think you are hungry. Like, your stomachs tell a different story. I think you are hungry. I'm like, well, maybe I could go for a little bite to eat. A quick little bite to eat, right? Okay? Cocktail break, y'all. Dad's trying to get some of my cocktail. Tell me why we get to the restaurant. Okay, we sit down, we chill or whatever. Okay, we get ready to order. We order our food. Everybody's food really don't matter. But specifically Steve, he orders a baked potato, a loaded baked potato with some ribs and like something else or whatever. Okay, we all talking. Like I said, he got good conversation. Everything is cool. Like, we all laughing and kicking and whatever. Our food come. We're eating our food, y'all. Tell me why I look over. Because mind you, Steve is right across from me. I look over. Picture this is the baked potato, right? Picture this whole thing is the baked potato, right? So it's like folded up, it got cheese, it got all that in there. Most people might take a fork and, eat the baked potato like this. Do y'all know this man? Do y'all know he picked up the whole baked potato? Like, he scooped up the baked potato and bit it. Bit the whole baked potato, like with the skin and stuff on it. Bit the baked potato. Now, Steve. Now, I know people can eat how they want to eat. And I'm sure, and I know you can very well eat the outside of a baked potato. You can eat the potato as a whole. But it's just at that time, I had never in my 19, 20 years of living seen somebody get a baked potato, pick it up, and bite the whole thing like it was a fucking sandwich. Like, what are we doing here, right? So I'm like, okay. So I just looked and I'm like, the fuck? Steve, you good? So I'm laughing. So he like, instead of digging through it with a fork, I might as well pick it up and bite it. Hey, I'm not here to judge, okay? We listen and we don't judge. But I'm low-key judging. Mind you, we eat our little food. They was good company. I won't lie. They have me a nice little decent time or whatever. So cool, whatever. We kick with them for a minute and then we go back to our dorms for the night, right? Remember the boy that I kicked in his window? Him. I don't remember the fake name I gave him in like that story time, but in this one we just gonna call him fucking Eddie. We on Family Matters. Let's do the brother Eddie. Even though he wasn't my brother. The things we was doing, he could be my brother. But anyways, I'm just gonna call him Eddie, right? So he comes back around. Like I said, he was already trying to talk to me, but I wasn't doing that, right? But of course he was my type, because like I said, we ended up talking for all those years and all that other stuff, right? So he surfaced back around because we end up going to another party, whatever. I see him with his friends. So he shoot his shot again. So, at that time, I'm drinking or whatever. And I'm not going to lie. We needed a ride because we lived on campus. We went to a party that was off campus. And I'm not going to lie, like, we needed a ride back to the dorms because we came with our homegirl and something was going on with her girlfriend. She gay or whatever. Something was going on with her girlfriend. So she was like, she going to leave, go get her girlfriend and come back. And they was already arguing. So it's like when she was taking too long to come back, I felt like her and her girlfriend arguing. They got some other shit going on. So, like, we kind of was stuck at this party. Like, granted, I'm sure if we waited, she would have definitely came back for us. But it's just like, I ain't want to wait. So, I see him at the party. So, I'm thinking like, okay, he's from here. Y'all know he lived where we went to school at, right? So, I'm like, I know he got his car. So, I'm telling my homegirl, like, I'm about to just, he keep trying to talk to me. Like, let me see if he could just take us to the dorm, right? Because, when you in college, you don't care about people knowing where you, like, live at. Because it's college. It's like, it's a dorm. Like, you don't care. So, since he been trying to talk to me and stuff, I go up to him. I'm like, hey, Eddie, like, whatever. And he's like, oh, okay, like, what's going on? Like, you finally want to give me some time? And I'm like, I was wondering if you could take us home. Like, I just got straight to the point, y'all, because I'm just like, bro, I'm buzzed. I'm at this party. Like, I'm ready to go home. I'm tired. Like, can you take us home or not? Like, I'm not really here for the small talk. And it's crazy because it's like, the more mean you was to guys, you would think you being mean would turn them off. But, like, they was liking that shit. Like, I was so straightforward. I'm like, can you take us home or what? Because, like, and he like, you don't even be want to talk to me and you want to just come over here and ask me for a favor. So, I was like, okay, well, don't worry about it, because I was about to walk off, because it's kind of like, I get what you saying, but it's like, either you're going to do the favor or you not. Like, it don't make me no difference, okay? Because if you're going to say no, I'm going to ask some other people that I know at the party to take us home. So it really don't matter, right? So, I was about to walk off and he's like, no, where you going? I'm like, yeah, because, like, you about to play. Like, I just want to know if you can give us a ride or not. Like, it's not really that deep. So he's like, of course I got you. Like, I'll give you a ride. So I'm like, okay, thank you. So, mind you, cocktail break. I'm trying to see if I can get this down, y'all. I'm trying to see. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this, y'all. So I'm like, so he's like, okay, yeah, let me go gather my guys, like, and we can head out. So I'm like, okay, cool. So So he go to, well, not gather them like for them to go with him, but he was just saying like telling them that he about to leave. So he had only one other boy with him. So he like, I'll take y'all home. Mind you, it was three of us. It was me and two of my homegirls. So he said he'd take us home. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we pull up to the dorm and he about to drop us off or whatever. So mind you, okay, well, no, I'm not gonna tell that part. But anyways, so we get to the dorm and stuff. So he, everybody getting out. So I'm telling him like, thank you, Eddie. Like, you know, I really do appreciate it. I know you've been trying to talk to me and stuff, but it's like, I appreciate you coming through and taking us home because we was ready to go. So it's like everybody got out the car. So he stepped out the car and he's telling me like, no, I really want you to know, like, I really like you. I really do want to talk to you and stuff. I be telling your homegirl, like, you know, to like tell you. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but you know, I just got a relationship. You know, I'm telling him the same thing, but it's just like something about him. Yes. I just, y'all, like, it was a reason why we talked for all those years afterwards. Like, it was like, I'm not gonna lie, like, Eddie was more my type, and it's just like, you know, he just looks so good. It's just like with him, it was just a little bit different. Like, I have my blinders on, they was like off, okay? So it's like, I was kind of feeling him a little bit, and I think it was because I was tipsy too, but it was just like I was feeling him a little bit. So, you know, he was like, you gotta let me take you out and stuff. So I was just telling him, like, I guess you can, but you know, I'm still trying to let you know I'm just fresh out of a relationship, so I ain't really trying to do nothing like that. He like, no, it's good. Like, I'm just feeling you, and I just want to see what this led to. If it don't lead to nothing, then it's cool. So I'm just like, okay, Eddie, whatever. Mind you, we start texting more now, like, and I'm not gonna lie, I am feeling Eddie more than I'm feeling Steve. Like, you know, it just is what it is. I'm so sorry. The heart wants what it wants, okay?
The heart want what it want, bitch. I can't help it.
I can't help that, okay? So, mind you, as time is going by, me and Eddie, we are texting and doing all that more. And like I told you, I work at the computer lab. So, like, now he would just come up to I'm getting a little buzz, y'all, because I can't talk. So now he would start coming up to the computer lab, and like people would just stand there like up at the front desk and like sit there and talk to you. So now he's starting to sit up there and talk to me. Mind you, through the grapevine, aka my homegirl, because I know she told him, but through the grapevine, Steve found out that I work at the computer lab. Because mind you, I just used to tell him I was at work. I never really told him where I worked at because it's like, when we're going to talk about that? But it's so ironic that all of a sudden Steve know where I work at, right? So it's like one day I'm at work, I'm chilling with Eddie at my job. He's sitting up there talking to me about a computer. We just talking and kicking it and stuff. So Steve, y'all, I'm trying to keep up because I'm getting a little buzz, y'all. So I'm trying to keep up with the fake name so that when I do that pause, that's why. Steve ended up walking past, right? And a lot of times, a lot of people walk past because the computer lab is a shortcut, like through the campus or whatever. So a lot of times when it's cold and stuff like that, people will come through the computer lab to go out the other door, right? So this day, I see Steve walking through the computer lab. So I'm just like, oh. He way over there though, like by the door. So I'm thinking he not even gonna come this way and come over here. Because mind you, this is my first time seeing him walk through the computer lab. And I'm thinking at the time, like, he don't know I work here. So I'm thinking he's just walking through just to work. Yeah, cocktail break. Because what is going on? I can't talk. This little bucket, y'all, it's hard to get down. I normally don't have no problems getting stuff down. I'm just playing. That's nasty. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Anyways, now what was I trying to say? When I see him walking through the computer lab, I'm thinking he's just walking through and he don't know I work here. So when he is walking straight, and mind you, I'm sitting right here, and he busts that right, I said, oh, well, damn. It might be a fight. So now I'm just like, now I'm like, okay, he coming over here, but I'm thinking like, okay, I do work at the computer lab. Maybe he want a fucking computer. So he come up there and he like, oh, hey, Kay, like I ain't seen you in a while or whatever. Because mind you, and between these little couple weeks, I really haven't been texting him back. I ain't really been answering his calls because it's just like, I don't really, even before Eddie, like, don't get me wrong, like, I really never was feeling Steve. I've been with saying that. But it's like, I wasn't really answering because it's like, you kind of calling me every day. You kind of giving me my ex vibes, how he would blow my phone up all the time. And it's like, I'm not feeling you. You calling me every day. after you bit that baked potato like that, I really ain't been saying no, I just like, it's just like, it just never was that, right? So when he see me, he come up to me or whatever. So he like, what's up? I haven't heard from you. So, I'm like, oh, like, what's going on, Steve? Like, what's going on? And he like, oh, yeah, like, I hit you up. Like, you ain't really been answering me. I'm like, oh, my bad. Like, you want a computer? I'm trying to change the subject because I have Eddie sitting here, y'all. The fake names just confuse me. I got Eddie sitting right here, and Eddie just looking. Mind you, I don't owe nothing to nobody, but it's just like, did my little hell here, and you a little no. I say it, so just like, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. So I'm just like, and you could tell he was just like, I guess he didn't really realize that Eddie was sitting there talking to me, and he was just like, just hold on. He's like, I'm gonna let you deal with this customer, and then I'll talk to you. Because he thinking Eddie is there to like get a computer. And Eddie like, oh nah, baby boy. Like, well, he didn't say baby boy. He like, oh nah, shawty. He's like, he said something like, oh nah, bruh man from the fourth floor. So nah, but first. So he like, nah, little man. No, for real. Like, I'm only laughing because why would you call that man little? You know he's short. And you talk about, nah, little man. Like, oh, sorry, y'all. I know y'all be so bad when I be laughing, y'all. Oh, my God. Eddie looks over at Steve, and he's talking about, sorry, little man. You didn't do it. Cocktail break, y'all. He called it. He said, wait, little man. Okay, drink, y'all. Come on, y'all. Okay, for real. He was like, no, little man, like, I'm not no customer, like, and he's like, oh, well, he's like, okay, well, like, hey, just hit me up then, like, just hit me up. And he ended up walking away, because I guess he like, okay, what's going on here, whatever. But I'm just sitting here, I'm like, I look over at Eddie, I'm like, why would you call him a little man? He like, no, I'm just saying, like, what's little ass doing? Like, what you doing? So I'm like, stop. Like, why are you calling him little? Like, don't do that. And he like, do what? Like, I'm just saying his little ass gonna call me a customer. Like, what the fuck? Like, do I look like a customer? I'm looking at Eddie like, well, I work at the computer lab and I check out computers for students. So what you mean, do you look like a customer? Like, what do a customer look like here at a computer lab? Like, you look like a student because you are a student. So which means that you're eligible, reliable to get a computer. It was a word I was trying to use. I couldn't get it out. I don't know, y'all. But anyways, so I'm just talking to him. So he like, oh, okay. He like, yeah, so that must be one of your little niggas or something. So I'm like, well, actually, I don't have any niggas, like, because I don't at this time. Like, I ain't claiming none of these people. Like, what you mean? So I'm like, nah, actually, I don't got nobody right now. Like, what you talking about? He like, nah, it's something, because he said he gonna hit you up, so y'all gotta talk or something. I'm like I've been telling you, like, I ain't really even on none of that, so I ain't talking to nobody. So he like, yeah, okay. He like, why would you be talking to somebody that fucking short? Like, he laughing. He like, what the fuck is little bitty ass? Like, what you about to do with him? I'm like, bro, leave him alone. Like, I'm like, just, he cool. He fun to be around. Did you see the way he eat a baked potato? So I'm like, no, he's straight. Like, that's like, we cool or whatever. But, And he like, no, I'm just saying, like, what the fuck? That's not even your type. So I'm looking at Eddie like, boy, you don't even know my type. Like, what are you talking about? But I just feel like, because yeah, it was given very much like this, y'all. So I'm just like, leave him alone, whatever, because it's just like, yeah, I'm not feeling him on that type of level, but like, we definitely could be friends. We definitely could be friends, but I'm not feeling you like that, right? So I'm just like, okay, let's just stop talking about him, right? Okay, another college party comes up, right? So my homegirl, she want to go with the homeboy, right? Cool. I go with my roommate at the dorms. I go with my roommate with Eddie, and we go to the same party, right? Now, mind you, like, I feel like it shouldn't be nothing, because it's like, it's nothing, right? It's nothing. Boy, was I fucking wrong, okay? So we get there and stuff. Mind you, my homegirl get there before us because, like, she went with the homeboy. So I guess they got there before us, whatever, because we went to Eddie's house and we pre-gamed at Eddie's house first, and then we was going to head over to the party. So my homegirl there, she texting us, like, the party is lit. It's about to get packed. Like, y'all better hurry up and get here. So we like, okay, cool, here we come. Cocktail break. I'm gonna have to call my sneaky link because ain't no way I'm gonna drink this bucket of alcohol up. And y'all don't think I'm gonna have my legs up.
And he gon' put my legs to the moon.
I'm just joking. Okay, my bad. Anyways. So she's telling us to get to the party. So we like, okay, so we leave Eddie's house and we all head to the party, right? We get there. Mind you, she rode with the homeboys. So it's like, it's not like she came with the homeboy and Steve. So they didn't know if Steve was coming or not. It's like hit or miss if he actually come. Who knows, right? So we get there. We all turned up. Everybody lit. We having a good time. Everybody drinking, right? So mind you, the party is so packed that when we got to our spot in the living room, we kind of stayed there because it's kind of hard to move. Mind you, the whole time, Steve is here as well, but he's over in the kitchen. We never knew he was there because, like I said, we didn't move around. It's dark in here, and we just stayed in our spot. Only found out he was in the kitchen because I had to go pee, y'all. Y'all know when I drink, I gotta go pee. And the way this apartment was set up is like the bathroom was like off the side of the kitchen. It's like, you come this way, the bathroom right here, then you got the open space kitchen and all of that. So I had to go that way to go to the bathroom. I go that way, I go to the bathroom, whatever. I come back out, I see Steve. So I'm just like, he's so far over that it's just like, I'm not about to make my way through this big ass crowd to go say hi to you. So it's like when I noticed that he did see me, I just went on a wave. Like, hey Steve, hey, nice to see you. I'm not about to go over there and give you a hug and stuff because like I said, it's sweaty, it's hot, it's too much going on. So it's just like a hey, I waved at him and I go back this way. So I feel like now that he noticed that I'm here, it's like he probably was watching to see where I'm going and where I'm going to go like stand at, right? After a while, I guess he noticed where I was standing. And mind you, even though I'm over there with like Eddie, my homegirl and the homeboy, they kind of standing next to me too. Like, they kicking it, they dancing on each other, whatever. So me, like we all the people that, like all my homegirls, we're right here, right? So it's like, you know what? Out of nowhere, here comes Steve want to walk his ass over here. Mind you, his roommate, aka the homeboy, is right over here with us. So like, if you want to come over here and talk to him, that's fine. Like, I can't be like, don't talk to your friend. Like, you could talk to him. He comes over. I'm thinking he's about to talk to his friend and say what's up to him or whatever. And cocktail break. We gotta get this down, y'all. We did it, Joe. Cocktail is done. And I'm about to be done too. Sign off. But it's like, I'm thinking he about to come over here and talk to his friend. Y'all tell me why. He walked right past the homeboy and come up to me and say, I thought you didn't want to fuck with nobody. I said, what? Mind you, this me. The music is loud, y'all. We're at a party. I said, what? What you say? He like, I thought you said you didn't want to fuck with nobody. I'm like, fuck with nobody? What are you talking about? What? So I'm like yelling. He like, so you actually fucking with this nigga? You fucking with this nigga? I'm like, hold up. So of course Eddie can hear her, and Eddie like, wait, what's going on? Like, what's going on with you and little man? Like, what? So I'm like, bro, stop calling him little man. Like, what are you doing? Like, stop saying that. And little man, I mean, so Steve is like, I'm not even talking to you, bro. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Kay. Like, so is this an A and B conversation? See your way out of it. He didn't really say that, but he said something like that, like he wasn't talking to him. So Eddie is like, man, you better get your little friend over here. Like, bro, like, don't come in here with that bullshit. You better get him. And I'm like, wait, hold up. Okay, hold up.
Okay, hold up. You see a bad bitch coming through, yo, what's the hold up?
See a baddie, what's the deal? What's the hold up? So I'm like, wait. I'm like, wait, Steve, what you doing? Why is you tripping? Like, hold up. So the homeboy told Steve too, like, wait, hold up. Like, why you coming over here just with all this static? Like, what's up, bro? Like, he like, what's up? He like, no, I'm just saying, like, because she talking about how she don't want to fuck with nobody. Mind you, he's yelling because the music is so loud. So he like, I'm just saying, like, she talking about how she don't want to fuck with nobody, but this the second time I see this nigga with her. Fuck you clocking my teeth out. Like, what? So I'm over here thinking like, why are you worried about who the fuck I'm with? And I don't care if I said I didn't like you or didn't want to talk to you, want to be with you. If I want to be with the next person, that's my motherfucking business. Why is we at a college party and you trying to press me about a nigga that I'm with? Little man. So nah. Tell the homeboy, like, you better get your friend because, like, I ain't really trying to have no static. I'm not trying to do none of that. And the homeboy, like, yeah, like, you know, come over here. Come, let me talk to you real quick, Steve. Like, come over here. He like, no, fuck that. Like, Kay, like, you knew I like you. So, like, I don't know why you playing games with me and act like you so fucking heartbroken. You don't look heartbroken to me. Well, Eddie is hoping to piece my heart back together if you don't fucking mind. Like, what are you talking about? So, you know, I'm kind of just like pushing homeboy that way with him. Like, yeah, go get him. Go take him that way. So, Eddie is just talking shit because, mind you, he got his homeboys too. So, they talking shit like, that little ass nigga better get the fuck on. He don't want no problems over here. And all I hear from Steve, because he yelling as the homeboy is pushing him back. Because I guess he heard what Eddie said or whatever. Or him and his friends like laughing at him, whatever. And all I hear is fucking Steve talking about, nigga, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, you was a bitch. Steve, don't say that. Don't say that. Steve. This is Steve and this is Eddie. You might not want to. You know what? Y'all come back next week, okay? I know y'all hate the cliffhangers, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. You got to do what you got to do. I'll see y'all next week now. I'll see y'all next week. But yes, y'all, that is the end of my story time. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Make sure you thumbs up this video, comment down below, and make sure you are subscribed. I lied. I fucking lied. I lied, y'all. I lied. Just when I thought I can go use the bathroom real quick and that I had to end this story time, I just remember I have to do a shout out. Okay, so today's Black History Month shout out is going to Alexander Miles. He invented the automatic elevator doors. And I know y'all might feel like, okay, they just doors, like who cares? We cares. So it says Alexander was a successful black inventor in the late 19th century, best known for inventing elevator doors that could automatically open and close. It also says that Miles witnessed the risk associated with an elevator shaft door accidentally being left open. There were many examples of people accidentally falling to their death through the shaft because the elevator doors at the time had to be manually operated. So people were dying. Okay, people was having a hard time manually prying open elevator doors. So you know what, my good sir, Mr. Alexander Miles said, I'm going to invent some automatic elevator doors. And have you been hearing about any deaths since then? Well, y'all might have, but not as much as there would have been if it was still manually operating doors, okay? So Alexander did his thing. So when y'all, next time y'all get on an elevator, and they automatically open, I just want y'all to thank our fellow black king, Mr. Miles. Just say thank you. Thank you, Alexander. Because you know what? I don't have to manually open up these elevator doors. They just open automatically. Okay, now I can go ahead and end the video, okay? But y'all already know. Until next time. I'll see you in my next video. Peace.